Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for watching the show this morning. A holiday weekend, I guess you could call it, right? Thanksgiving is on Thursday. A lot of stuff's going to be going on between then and now, of course, if you're like me and my family, scrambling around to last-minute stuff to make sure that we have a great meal, and I hope that you and your family have a great one as well. Apparently, Dad was just told that we lost Chris from Troutdale. It had a duck report, a duck hunting report. You can't do that, man. I want to hear the report. I want to hear the report. Call us back. I think Ryan probably hung up. I'm kidding. Ryan would never do that. Anyway, if you'd like to call us up again, it's 503-548-6777. Now, for me, no report from yesterday. So this week for me, I've only got 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, to kind of, make anything happen. Go ahead and pull up the first river level if you want. You don't have to go. Well, actually, let's just go to the river levels, and I'll talk about what I'm going to do this week. This is the Willamette. Basically what we're showing you here, if you're spending any time out there chasing catch and release sturgeon or something like that, maybe even chasing silver still, or just want to get out and have some bass fishing, that might not something to overlook as well if you're into that. But these tides are just nuts, just straight up, straight down, and it's not going to change until we get a bunch of big water in the area. But taking a look at the first river level, that's going to be my home river, the Clack. We do have some water at the end of the week that's expected to show up. Pretty much that B-run silver fishery, coho fishery isn't necessarily over. There's still going to be fish moving through. We got reports yesterday, or at least I got a report yesterday from a little bit further north of just dime bright silvers still being caught. So conditions are going to dictate when those fish come in, and if they were, that would be something to look forward to. So again, don't move on from this one yet, please. You got some fishing opportunities. Myself, though, I don't think I'll be doing any fishing. I'm starting to kind of lean a little bit that way. That'll be more so in December. But I'm just going to be chasing birds. I'm going to head that way and just see what I can find. It's been a really interesting week. It's been really, really weird. Folks that are hunting on the west side, I mean like over towards the coast, that's been really sporadic as well. So it's just a really weird year, and every year is a little bit different. It's all based on weather conditions, just like fishing. But I would expect we have a lot to look forward to. We've got some major cold snaps happening up in Canada right now that are just pouring into the middle of the United States, right, and working its way towards the west. That's all good stuff for us, in particular in the Pacific Flyway. So got some things to look forward to. Scouting and covering ground is really going to be your best move because there's really no water anywhere. And I don't know if anything has changed with Peyton. We'll find out if we got any water that's coming. All right, moving along, let's take a look over towards the coast. All those coastal rivers are going to have a very small bounce. At least they're forecasted to do that, right? Sometimes these can change. For folks that are still chasing fall Chinook on some of the tributaries, those bounces are nothing but good news. And wow, okay, Halem always has that big bounce. That did change a little bit. There was a little bit more of a bounce early, but at least they are staying true to some sort of a bounce towards the end of the week. So before all the holiday festivities kick off, you're going to have a day or two of some pretty good opportunities, and then things will change. Obviously, if even if the rivers are on the bounce come Wednesday, or if you're lucky enough to get out in the morning on Thanksgiving itself, conditions might not be perfect, but if you're looking at Friday and then into the weekend, this upcoming weekend, as things again start to turn, conditions could be pretty darn good. Now, make sure going into the holiday that you bug my good buddy, Jason Hambley, with ProCure. Jason at ProCure.com. Enter yourself in to win that prize pack each week, which is a very real deal. Every week, the winner is contacted Monday morning. Okay, let's go ahead and check in with Peyton Major, find out if there's any big weather changes. Hopefully, we're going to get that cold's going to show up and the rain will show up, so we get snow here before Thanksgiving. Is that going to happen?
Very confident in the rain. The cold, so sorry. It's kind of falling apart. Oh, and I hate to tell you. Well, I'll show you. I promise. Okay,
Please.
Well, I know. He's like, what? Okay, so here's our weak front that we've been tracking all morning long. It's slowly making its way across, and this thing has weakened very significantly in the last couple of hours. Some of those showers not even making it down into the Central Valley. So we're going to see how this ends up developing. I still see a line here that may end up getting its way into the I-5 corridor, but we'll see. With little light rain now in Vancouver and the southwestern side of Portland over to Vernonia and the Coast Range. Most of the coast is fully dry. So kind of an interesting day. I'm going to keep the rain chances through the afternoon. I think some showers will linger into the afternoon for some of us, but just bring your rain jacket to be safe. It's just one of those odd days. Okay, so here's what that front looks like. As you can see, this model is showing it's just going to continue to blast moisture here until about 5 o'clock. I don't know if that's going to happen, but this is a little system that we're tracking for Monday. Really weak shower chance, and that's about it for Monday. It's going to be an overall dry day. So the jet stream's a little closer to home. This is zonal flow. If you know what that means, it means west to east, and anything that develops out in the Pacific most likely will bring us rain. There's that system today, tomorrow, nothing to write home about, but there's our better system. Tuesday, Wednesday, we actually have an atmospheric river that'll bring us light rain all the way even through Turkey Day on Thursday. It looks a little more impressive on Thanksgiving as well, but again, this is usually it overdoes the data this far out just because we're several days away. Snowy passes on Sunday, slushy Tuesday evening if you are traveling, and then you're good to go beyond that all the way through Thursday. Okay, here's what Owen was all excited about. Yes, so yesterday, if you joined us on Outdoor GPS, we were talking about this Arctic cold air that's sitting up in Canada. You can see this is Friday, so this is this Friday. It does get a little closer to the U.S., specifically in the northern U.S., but things have shifted slightly. It started to scoot back east a little bit. And so when we look at the cold air, you can see the 20s are probably going to still happen in central and eastern Oregon. But west of the Cascades, we're still seeing lows in the 30s, but it's just not as cold as we originally thought. So not as confident in the temperatures dropping to the 20s in the mornings, but a little more confident that we're going to be dry and probably have a really cold east wind. Happens a lot this year. There's our 7-day forecast. By the way, Friday, just a few showers if you're traveling the day after Thanksgiving, and dry for Saturday. Just really watching that cold blast. It just looks to be mainly dry, though, so I don't see any snow. It is a key word this time of year, though, Owen.
I know, but we were also looking forward to the 20s that were coming up.
I know.
Is that because that flow is a west to east movement that kind of pushed that off, or is there any explanation on why that might
High
change?
pressure is building in on Thanksgiving. That's why it's 56. It's pretty warm for this time of year. And so it starts to just kind of push it back the other direction at the same time. So it kind of stinks. Our high pressure over us ends up taking over that really cold air.
Very good. It must be an exciting time of the year for a meteorologist like yourself.
Always.
Peyton, thank you as always. Have a great Thanksgiving, Peyton, with you and your family. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump into a quick video clip from Les Schwab. We always need to get the reminder of how to be safe when you're on the roads, especially going into Thanksgiving. If you're going to be heading east, north, for that matter, even south, some of this information might help you make a better decision on how to do it safely. We'll be back with that in just a minute.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Hawken Fishing, perfection in fishing gear, Ocean and the Saltwater Sport Fishing Show, and by Haxton's Canvas and Upholstery, the trusted name of the Pacific Northwest.